Candidates who are going to put home Portland East and West for the People's National Party. And I bring to you now the man from East Portland, the entertainment man, the vibes man. We call him SHACKA. They call him an SNP. Welcome, East Portland. Colin, Bill. So he had come to leave a night and day. With him left with first one pray. Hear what we tell them. SHACKA favor is what you prove. What the work can do. From your favor. You keep the news. You bring fire. Favor they can't keep up with the man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown. Leave the vibes and next to the mic now. They will never ever take the mic now. Just as I say no man goes. Say any better when they talk you to the world. Here comes the officer asking for a seat. You don't know when but just don't get rubber. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. Lord Jesus Christ, you're my strength and my redeemer. Comrade Chairman, Comrade Party Leader, Mark Jefferson Golden, the next Prime Minister of this noble country. Comrade Chairman of the People's National Party, Comrade Angela Brownberg. Comrade Vice President, my friend, and an adopted Portlander, Comrade Mikhail Phillips. An icon on the stage, King's Counsel, former Minister of National Security, and the man who gave Bruce Golding his marching order, Comrade K.D. Knight. My sister, my compadre, my comrade, the next member of Parliament. Finally, we will be taking back Western Portland. Comrade Doreen Campbell. Councillors of Eastern Portland, former Mayor and Councillor Wayne McKenzie, Councillor Dexter Rowland, the only two elected representatives we have in the parish. Give them a big round of applause. All of these privileged guests on the platform, comrade workers, comrade warriors, comrade supporters of the People's National Party, how are you feeling? I want to pick up some people wearing some yellow shirt with the PNP logo on it. My support staff, we call them the Vision Team. I want you to give them a round of applause. I couldn't be here without them tonight. Comrades, my name is Colin Bell. Most of you know me as SHACKA fame. I am a product of Fruitful Vale and Shrewsbury. I am a product of Ambrooks and Golden Vale. I am a product of West and Eastern Portland. I am a born here, live here, love here, nah, left here. You know, sometimes we are too close to the forest. We don't see the trees. I want to plead to all communities in Portland that the parish is now run by a family who don't sure about their integrity, a family who don't sure about their plans for this parish. And I want to say to all our communities, let's work together. Let's celebrate each other. Let's dig up each other and break every chain, because I know that there is power in the name of Jesus Christ, and this journey is powered by the blood of Jesus Christ. To break every chain. Sing it for me. Break every chain of corruption. Break every chain of crime and violence. Break every chain. Break every chain. Take it up. I was born in the operating theater of the Port Antonio Hospital. I'm a cesarean baby. My passion for the parish of Portland is second to none. The Port Antonio Hospital's comrade is in a deplorable condition. I tell you, it's one of the greatest hospitals in Jamaica. But the service at the Port Antonio Hospital is woefully lacking currently now. It is a type C facility. What a type C hospital does is stabilize you and send you off to another facility. If you break a toe in Port Antonio, you have to go to St. John's. Within the first 2 years of I becoming the member of parliament, the Port Antonio Hospital will be upgraded to a type B facility to offer more specialized service for the citizens of Portland. Time come for better. Current chairman, we have a blueprint how to do it. Anatomy Hospital is a type B facility. It was done by the people of Anatomy, not by the government. I hear a lot of voluntary service, MC a lot of stage show for Anatomy Hospital to get where it is. We are going to use the same model to develop the Port Antonio Hospital into a type B facility. We cannot accept mediocrity. I want you to follow me on this journey, comments. A journey that I am going to show you how we are going to move our people from street side greetings to business meetings. How are we going to do that? We are going to use organized farming. We are going to ensure that our farmers are organized and given the necessary supplies and equipment that they can achieve best practice from their farming. How are we going to do it? We're going to bridge the gap between the College of Agriculture and our communities. You know, comrades, this organized farming concept, I tell you where it came from. A friend of mine owned a supermarket in Port Antonio. And a farmer went to him. He said, "Boss, me a holy pie yellow." So my friend said to him, say, yeah. He said, yes, holy boss. So my friend said, I will take 300 pounds every week. First week, it go with 300 pounds. Second week, it go with 300 pounds. Third week in go with 260 pounds. The fourth week the merchant of called him on the non-side foot. Now no more yellow. Now if we were there would be somebody else with the yellow yard that somebody from my office would have known and ensure that the 300 pounds of yam are delivered. So we're going to organize like farmers. That's what you farm. If you're planting yam, we'll start planting. Tom plant this month, Sam plant next month, SHACKA plant the other month, David plant the other month, and by the time Tom run out, it come right from. The College of Agriculture have the expertise. They have the know-how to help our farmers if they're going to vote. Because I remember when Comrade Crawford said, when give us vote, the other people they call him vote man and they call me. But no, they are free vote. They are copy pickers. They don't have nothing to me about their brains. Comrades, the College of Agriculture must be upgraded to a university. The College of Agriculture is in East Portland, Florida. I want it to be called the University of Agricultural Science. That we ensure that food security is taken care of in Jamaica. The other thing I am telling them, because they can't do nothing with it. You see, they put in company sample. They can't do nothing with it. You give them the basics, but they can't find the details. Hear me now, comrades. Tourism started in Port Antonio. Cruise ships started in Port Antonio. The labor rights massive up. And I am committed that we will bring it back. Comrades, Comrade Knight, near the island is 78 acres of land. It is sitting idly there in Port Antonio. It is owned by the government of Jamaica under the auspices of the Port Authority. I want us to build a reggae park on the island. A 5-star to name the rooms after the reggae artists, the Bob Marley Suite, the Rita Marley Spa, the Judy Moore Spa, the Beaver Bar. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We will put a statue of all reggae icons on the island. Digitize the statue. So when you go over near the island, you swipe your credit card, plug in your thumb drive, download the digital content from the statue, so you leave with digital memorabilia. It is time for vision to move our people from streets and greetings to business meetings. Hold on. They're giving me the wrap-up signal. I'm in a halfway. They're giving me the wrap-up signal. So, I'm going to skip some tonight. Comrades, Jamaica is short on production. We're not producing. And the US dollar is beating our dollar back. Comrades, the creative industry that you call the orange economy, and people must take it up. Because if it is the orange economy, it's our economy. The creative industry is sports, entertainment, the visual and the performing arts, film. This industry is valued $3 trillion a year US. But I don't know what Jamaica making from it. The Minister of Entertainment and Sports in the last budget presentation said Jamaica made $2.2 billion from the creative industry. That's 0.004% of the $3 trillion. I have said, current leader, that the People's National Party within our first term must aim to get 1% of that $3 trillion. 1% of $3 trillion US is $30 billion. It is $4.6 trillion. Jamaica will become a wealthy country under the next People's National Party. So young people, what? Young people, some virgin, but tell us some virgin would be here tonight to support me. Come ready, Tome, cross over in the building. All right, take a look at it, take a look at it. Comrades, I'll wrap it up. If we're into that story, don't we just start it here. Comrades, Port Antonio and East Portland has a lot to offer the economy of this country. How many of you know Bangkok? How many of you know Bangkok? We are going to, under the next PNP administration, reopen jobs in Port Antonio. Comrades, there's this argument about Portland people love them people that were done. Portland people love them. Portland people, they love the manners of the Portland people. Give the Lord a man a work to put food on the table in front of a burial. But tell the people of Portland don't put food on the table. The people of Portland are not in love with you. They are afraid of you. Listen to me. Listen to me. You see a man come down here and he called me chick. He called me fleas. And he called me flies. Eh? You remember him? It's not me alone he called chick, flea and flies. He called every Jamaican chick, fleas and flies, and the entire Labour Party agree with it because none of them said nothing about it. So we are all chicks, fleas, and flies. So please think of like your vote. So when the election comes, don't vote for them. They did not vote for the children of Gaza. Them say them never have no time. So like how them say, and them write the plan, but they never vote. That means nobody not have to vote for them neither, even though you might agree. Eh? Comrades, time come for a new direction. Time come for a new team to manage Jamaica. Time come for Mark Jefferson Pullman to be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Power to the people! Power to the people! Power to the people!
Oh, wow. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Morning, morning. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. Lord Jesus Christ, my strength, and you are my Redeemer. We just want to welcome everybody this morning. We just take another snapshot or another view of what 2 Sundays ago when we had the presentation. Last week I played some of the speech. I didn't get to play that speech. So I decided that this morning we would start with the speech. Stop it. All right. Well. Let me just inform you that this will be the final program of the year. We're going to be taking a break from the show until the 20th of January. We do that every year. In fact, when we were at other places last week, would have been the final program, but we're doing one more this year. So this Saturday morning is the final program for 2023, and we begin on the 20th of January. For those of you who know, would be aware that the 13th of January is my entrance into this earth way back in 1971. So we normally take the birthday off as well. And then we come back, recharge, renew, refresh for 2024, which looks to be an exciting year. We're expecting an election in 2024. So a lot of excitement we expect. Lot of excitement we're expecting come 2024. Can't make no pronouncement, but yes. Morning, welcome to Portland Spice TV. Hello, good morning. Yes, good morning. You have a talk up for you know. We're hearing you. I guess on a Portland Spice TV, them people they want.
Them fighting for power, but they know not the hour.
So we start again with Robert Nesta Marley.
With their guns, spare parts, and money, trying to belittle our integrity now. They say what we know is just what they teach us.
Morning, Sharon.
And we're so ignorant, cause every time.
Morning, Miss Elaine Brown. Gilly, morning, sir.
They keep us hungry, and when you're gonna get some food,
your brother
got to be yours. Yes, in the night, all guns aiming at me.
Robert Nesta Marley. Big song. Message in the song is heavy. And we said to people, Marcia, that take some time and know that song there. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yes, Western Alliance. We are on Portland Spice TV at YouTube right now. We're live. PORTLANDSPICE TV. We're live on that right now. We just use some of the modern technology to also be on the Facebook page. But we'd love to really invite you over to the YouTube channel where, you know, we want to have everybody on the YouTube channel. Yeah, man. Respect. So, what a thing break last night, yesterday evening. Yesterday evening, former member of parliament for Western St. Mary, we got reports that his wife died in her sleep. And breaking news yesterday evening was that the autopsy found that she died from 3 gunshots to the chest. Whoa. So, it's heavy. Because a lot of questions can be asked. Are you saying that the people who moved the body did not see any sign of gunshots? Nobody knew about the gunshots until just now. Scary. Very concerned about it as well. Because it kind of bothers me a little bit that it took the autopsy to find out that it was gunshot wounds that she died from. Concerns me. Very concerned. Also in the news this week, Danville Walker, former head of the electoral office, ran a couple times for the Jamaica Labour Party. Big wig in the party is trying to downplay the importance of immigration officers. The people who are the first guard to our borders when people coming in by air or by sea. But I've been saying from the other day the fact that our security forces has been unable to pick up the Haitians at sea who are coming in. And now Danville is downplaying the importance of the immigration officers. Can I have some water, please? The immigration officers, it tells me that they don't care about border protection. But it also tells me that this government cares about very little that is happening in our country. Very, very little. 5 parishes are under states of emergency. And it looks like the criminals are laughing at the government because murders are still happening in those parishes. But I've been saying to the people of Jamaica that the way how this government is running states of emergency, it makes a mockery of the states of emergency. It makes a mockery of our security forces and the army. Because I hear people calling for states of emergency in their area. Once I hear that, I know it can't good. Because state of emergency is not something that people will like if it is done in the correct way. It is not something that people will welcome in their communities. And I hear they say that there are some communities in St. Elizabeth that no entertainment event will be held for 30 days. And they say they have it under control, crime under control. You know, I really pity supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party. Because for me, my support of a political party is for the betterment of my country. And some people might vex with me. But my support of a political party is not just to glorify the party. It is to be a part of an organization that will uplift the country. And if the organization is not uplifting the country, if the organization is not doing well, I can't come out and trumpet the organization. I hear Delroy Chuck say in the parliament that whether the decision of the speaker is right or wrong, the decision is final. The High Commission, the High Command of the police suspend the chairman of the Police Federation. And the court rule that the man is to be reinstated with full salary. And up until a couple days ago, the force has not done what they are supposed to do. So when I look at the governance of this country, I see might trying to beat right. And therefore, my people, I call on every supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party to demand a couple of things from your government. Because, as I always tell you, I have a problem with a Jamaican who don't vote when an election is called. So I have a whole heap of respect for the labor rights. The fact that they take part in the process to manage this country. I have more respect for them than the people who sit aside and look and do nothing. And I realize that you also have a lot of people who have gone to school, get academic education, but them fully done. Because they will tell you that politics not do nothing for them. And them now vote. And it hurt me to the core every time I hear it. Because when you look at what is happening to our country, when you look at a prime minister whose statutory filing cannot be certified by the Integrity Commission, but you have people who still say that he's the best prime minister. I ask of every labor right this morning to demand answers from the prime minister. He is our premier servant. And the fact that his statutory filing has not been certified by for the last 2 years, entering to 3 years, labor rights must demand answers from your leader. And I have made suggestion on this program that the prime minister must produce and publicly declare his communication with the Integrity Commission, because due to law, the Integrity Commission cannot come out and speak about it unless they file a report to the Parliament. I hear Delroy Chuck calling on them to file a report so that the names can be released. I said to Mr. Chuck, you're a senior cabinet minister. And I'd love to ask Mr. Chuck whether or not he knows the 6 people. Because the Integrity Commission told us that they wrote to the 6. The question must ask of the Prime Minister directly or directly, if you please. 2 pronunciations are good. Are you one of those who are under investigation for illicit enrichment? That question must be asked of the Prime Minister. It must also be asked of the Minister of Finance. I've been saying this from day one, that these are 2 persons that this question must be asked of. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Welcome to Portland Spice TV. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Bless you.
Yeah. Me call this morning find out to see where are all those street people that always are around by the bank corner. I don't see them there again.
You don't see them there again?
No.
Oh.
So me, I wonder if I hear idea, then take and move them.
Well, I would just want to know that they are removing a humane manner, but I still see some of them sleeping at City Center Plaza. I still see some of them over the post office.
Oh, but
so it's not like they are missing. But now that you have mentioned it, I don't really see them at the bank corner for true. What I have seen,
yeah, so
what I have
I
seen.
wonder if I hear idea. I wonder if I hear idea them use and
remove
and
them.
move them to shelters.
Well, there is
I mean, them have a shelter out by up by Infirmary Road.
Yes, we built a halfway house up by Infirmary when Sybil Rendell of blessed memory was at the PDC. Polly Perry was still here. Miss Lynette Wilkes of blessed memory. I was a part of that initiative to build that halfway house up at the infirmary. And it is for that purpose that that house was built. There are some people there. I went up there the other day. They are having challenges with food and all that stuff. So I will try and find out if that is what happened, and that would be lovely. But I still see quite a few of them around the place. But what I realize also is that there's somebody who is cleaning that place on a regular basis.
Yeah, but you what now? In this GLP administration, you see? Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, man, loud and clear.
In this GLP administration, they build a lot of shelters across the island to house these street people, you know.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, man, I am aware of that they build some. And I know that the minister said they wanted to build one in Portland, and the mayor must get up off him laurels and go find somewhere to build it. But we are saying why you need to build one in Portland when we have one that just needs some more assistance.
Well, them could have some assistance to it, and I know the one we are talking about. That they build it to people who is on drugs.
No.
It's a rehabilitated center.
No, it's not a rehabilitated center. It's a halfway house.
That's what I heard. Well, Polly Perry was saying at the time.
No, man, you know, it's not a rehabilitation center. It's somewhere where you have doctors and all that kind of thing, brother.
So no doctor now?
No, it's a halfway house for people who are homeless
but
and
you know why I'm going to so?
Talk to me.
You know why I'm going to so? You know why I'm going to so?
No, talk to me.
Is because, see, I remember one time you have then the rid the street a month ago be have some street people and chuck them to mud lake and carry them go dump them. You remember that saga?
Yes, I remember.
Hey, that man
don't call nobody name because you don't know who do it. Nobody.
Well, no, man, I thought the minister at the time and the member of parliament.
Okay.
Say man to be. Well, we not call nobody names.
Yeah, because nobody was charged and convicted for it, so we're not sure.
Man, a few police had lose them work, and that man, I think he was step down. He had was step down from active politics. And I'm going to tell you another thing, you see? I'm going to tell you another thing with a track record of certain things.
Talk to me.
You remember 1980, the 28th of May, when they taught the evening tide one for the elderly, and it was 157 people died there.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yeah, man, I know the history.
What You know the history?
Yeah, man, I read. I was a young boy then, but I do read.
Yeah, because you're born 71. So you was a young boy.
Yes.
Yeah, you're born up Port Antonio after 1971.
In the operating theater.
Yeah, I heard you. I follow your something.
23 stitches my mother get for me.
Oh?
My mother got 23 stitches.
Oh, okay, you're a big boy.
10 3/4 pounds.
Oh my God, you're a big boy.
After they reduced me for 3 days.
If they were eating baby, you could have shared about 10 tomatoes.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So, yeah, the thoughts that place is 28th of May 1980.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have any idea why and kill off 157 whole people?
Mm-hmm. As I said, I read the history.
Yeah, Yellow Man was there, you know.
You mean the DJ?
Yeah, DJ Yellow Man was there. After that happened, he run away and they take him to Alpha Boy School.
But that was a home for elders. Oh, Yellow Man was a boy at the time.
Remember, he was an orphan, you know. He was an orphan.
But what was he doing at the evening tide home?
They didn't have anywhere else to put him at the time.
Well, I never hear that part. That is new information for me.
Yeah. Well, me I tell you now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something, you see?
Mm-hmm.
And it will go sound away.
Once it's not liable, go right ahead.
No, I'm not liable. Is that when the then Prime Minister at the time, they went to Cuba, Burry Boy, and the then Prime Minister and his wife. I don't call no wife name neither, call the wife still alive. So they went to a summit in Cuba. And you know what the then Castro at the time told the then Prime Minister is that poor people are progressive in the country. So them get rid of them while they are not progressive.
You have that on record? Yes. You have that on record, Castro telling Prime Minister Michael Manley that?
Yeah, man, you can get it in the archive. You can go in the archive and get it.
You ever read that for yourself, or you hear people say so?
No, man, that's something will come out in a big print like this now. You can get it in the archive.
Hold the line for me. Hold on. I'm coming right back to you. Morning, my brother.
Yeah, the man have set you up. You know, see where man go? The man have set you up.
Yeah, man, but hold on, man. Make him go on. Hold on. No say nothing. Hold on.
No. He might go. All right.
Hold on. Just
all
hold
right.
on. Hold on. Yeah, my brother. Go right ahead.
Yeah, man. So after them went to the summit and them said all people are progressive in another country where them have them in 8 tiers that they use the state funds to feed them. It's after that they come back from that summit that place. Me not say so when me I say, you know, me not say PNP.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Are you aware that in that same era, the CIA was active in the country to ensure that Michael Manley looked like a dictator?
No, look here.
May I ask you a question? Are you aware?
That's what I heard people say. But look here, if me I run a country, you see?
Mm-hmm.
If me I run a country, nobody can come in my country and tell me how to run it, you know.
Rubbish shut up, man.
No,
how many countries? Hold on. How many countries the record have shown that the United States go in and undermine government?
Well,
it's
a few, but
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother.
What happened? What happened? You know the full reason behind this thing, eh?
No, I don't.
Why? Now, I'm going to tell you this, you see? Is when Michael Manley and some other guys in the party start to preach communists. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Socialism, never preach
Don't
communists.
listen to me.
You
Listen.
show me, direct me to anywhere, any speech of Michael Manley that he preached communists.
There's a lot of speech.
No, man, direct me to one. Direct me to a
every-
statement of Michael Manley. Quote Michael Manley in a statement preaching communists.
Me I go dig it up.
Yeah, man, you need to dig it up because I'll tell you that
Me I go
Michael
dig it up
Manley
and show you.
never preached communists. It was the propaganda of the people of the Jamaica Labour Party and Edward Seaga. And that's why they got the CIA involved, because Michael Manley's relationship with Cuba was not kosher with the United
It's not
States.
only Cuba alone he has relationship with.
He had a relationship with China. And see, China is one of the countries now that we're banking on. So Michael Manley, remember Michael,
What about the Soviet Union?
Of course. But we are a
with the
sovereign.
Soviet Union.
We are a sovereign nation, and we should be able to have relationships with whichever country we want. Michael Manley, and let me quote Michael Manley for you. We will not walk through this world on our knees, but standing upright on our feet. Not like Andrew Wellness now is walking on our knees when we throw Venezuela because of Trump. Not like resolution to stop the war on the Gaza Strip because they are in bed with which other country. No.
So what he has to do is, why God, look here, why God never vote for it to stop? From creation, not the war they are going on.
Why who?
Why God never vote for it to stop? Well, that's a going from creation and that God can't stop it.
So you are saying, we never say Andrew Wallace must stop it. We never say must stop it. He should have voted for a ceasefire. Over 2,000 children. Over 2,000. So why never leave Venezuela? Why I'm getting better with Trump with Venezuela? Why I'm never leave Venezuela, who helped Jamaica so much?
With what? With
the oil deal when Trump wanted to bring the embargo on Venezuela, they had a vote and in the OAS against Venezuela when Jamaica voted against Venezuela, a country who have given us so much. Why I'm never abstain like the other Caribbean countries that did not vote? See Venezuela and Guyana in a conflict, and Jamaica, who normally be the big man, the peacemaker, could not even go to the meeting.
Look here. You have a personal endeavor against Andrew Wallace.
Have a what?
Personal endeavor against
I have nothing personal against Andrew Wallace. I have issues with some of the decisions. Let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask you a question. What do you think about the fact that for the last 2 years, Andrew Wallace filing has not been certified by the Integrity Commission? Every minister of government and member of parliament,
them should never file.
Hold on.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen this. You see that something I want to bring in about file this and file that. And people, this is a one for you know. Nobody should have to file
question. So you don't have no interest in how the head of the country makes his money. You have no interest in how the people who manage the purse, the treasury, run their business.
But they are managing very good.
Oh, when I said to you, the question I ask you, what are your views? Because the law is the law, you know. Once the law is there, and there's a law that the prime minister.
That's the law that you abolish, man.
Hold on, man. Until it is abolished, what are your views?
My views? Prime Minister, something personal and personal.
It's not personal.
Prime Minister, opposition, something personal.
But the opposition one was made public.
Who?
The opposition filing was made public, certified, and made public.
So what about the offshore thing that we have?
The opposition filing was certified and made public. Anything else? Any offshore you're talking? Go ahead. Let me make you talk. Go ahead.
No, I said the offshore business is what the opposition have. He made them public.
You can prove that?
If who can prove that? Then you come back news and me attack.
Those are speculation.
Well, anyway, let me tell you this. You see. What Prime Minister filing no personal thing, man. Me not tell you that the law will be abolished, man. That law should be abolished.
Control more than 2/3 of the government, and they have failed to deliver on their promise, then that person continue to support them. You are not just a lunatic, but you are a traitor to the country. You are saying that the Prime Minister, the law not go for him. That law should be
I didn't tell you that. I did not say that to you.
You said the law must be abolished because
them to abolish that law, man. That them to abolish that law.
Because the Prime Minister can't measure up to it.
Can't measure up to what?
To the law.
A fast people fast I want going to Prime Minister something. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. As long as the PNP still, well, at least this election and the next election, the PNP will be wiped out. There will be no more PNP. So,
why are you wasting time with this guy?
When you hear a man tell you say a law must be abolished because the Prime Minister can't measure up to it, then you see the rubbish where Labour right come with party. You must make these.
But the man not tell you say, if I run a country, nobody can tell him what to do, and then he might justify CIA coming into the country after that. So how you are going to deal with a stupid person like that?
Can't measure up to the law. The same man will want to make law for you and make law for me, Albert.
Yeah. Then also them do it. Then you said, this speaker behavior.
These things must come clear, brother. We never cut them off. We must give them chance to talk.
Well, now come on, make a continue to eat that. Let's come on.
All right, my brother. All right. Hold on. I get to understand, sir. I am going in and coming out. Where could that be coming from? Let me see. All
right. They open fire in me now. Protected by His Majesty. Ooh-wee. Oh. Ooh-wee. Oh.
You know, hear me?
Ooh-wee.
All right.
Ooh-wee.
All right.
Wow.
Let me get the headphone on. Okay. Two.
Well, what we know.
Two.
It's not what they tell us.
Yeah.
We're not ignorant of meaning, and they just cannot touch us. Powers of the Most High. We keep on surfacing the powers of the Most High. We keep on surviving, yes, and by society.
Yes. Two. So we're fixing up. Yes. So I guess you're hearing me loud and clear now, and much better. All right. Well, let's go back over here, so and see, because
Good morning, comrades. I hear a lot has been said about the selection process.
all right, not that. That is not to be played here. Hallelujah. Mm.
They're fighting for power, but they know not the hour. So they drive in with their spare parts and money, buying to belittle our integrity now. They say what we know is just what they teach us.
Two,
And
two,
we're
yeah,
so ignorant.
all right.
They can't reach us.
So we're back.
Political strategy.
Yeah, man.
They keep us hungry.
Thanks to all the listeners who paying attention and ensuring that the audio coming out properly. You weren't hearing me so clearly. So I was saying to Albert that we must allow these GLP troll, because I invite them, because they are on my Facebook page chatting them garbage, and I tell them, come on a Saturday morning, let's have a discussion on the facts. Yeah? Because how can you support a party, and when the prime minister can't match up to the law, you say the law must be abandoned? You want to abandon the fact that we want to know that our public officials are not robbing the treasury. So we set up an integrity commission and said, file your statutory deduction and your statutory filing. Yeah? Every year, to ensure that we know where you're getting your money from. And when the prime minister can't match up, you said the law must be abandoned. A country must be run by laws. And if the prime minister is setting the laws, he must abide by those laws. And if he can't abide by those laws, he must take away himself. The law says the prime minister's filing and the filing of the leader of opposition must be made public upon certification. And you really have people in this country where partisan till them, hey, that kind of rubbish that you hear come out a while ago must come out. People must hear these things. The man them something a private business. When you want to keep your business private, you stay in the private sector. You don't run up in the public sector. And when question ask, you don't want to abandon the law, the number to call is 804-7072. Albert, we can't run them when they come. We must hear the nonsense that they are going around and telling people. We must hear the nonsense that they are going around and telling people that the economy is in a good path. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes, you invite them to share their views, but you should not allow them to manipulate your program. Not allowing them to manipulate it, but you must hear the nonsense that they're talking. Morning, Auntie Don.
Yes, man. Hold on. Let me put you off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, now?
Yeah, man, talk to me.
Okay. Greetings.
Greetings to you.
Listen. I want you play this song by Peter Tosh. Them I forget a beating
They must
before you
get a,
end your last program
they must
for
get
the
a
year.
beating. Yes. They
Yeah,
must
man,
get
them
a
I
beating.
forget I
They-
can't take it no longer. The wicked getting stronger.
Those
No,
old
that's not.
vampires.
Eh?
Them a forget a beating.
No, man. Yeah, man, them I forget it different from old vampires.
Yeah, man, I know. A
It's
different
different.
song. Yeah, man.
All right. All right, make we get on. No, listen to me, man.
Talk to me.
You see, you notice how, because you encourage the negative energies, or your thing gets sabotaged. Because everything did loud and clear when the negative energies are go through, you know. So you see, so Satan work, you know.
May I tell you?
When Satan ready for feed people, them things go through.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, as the positive energy, like Mystica come on, a pure arms of the system,
Yes.
and that did happen in the 70s, we no want to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is what was happening. Oh, I'm not come talk about. You think you can stop CIA from coming in your country?
But you know, she said the man a Jumbe, man.
Look where happened right now with Gaza and Israel.
Yeah,
And years Israel are going with the arms house, you know.
You know, you're the man say if you run a country, nobody can come in there. You
Mm.
stop them. You think CIA
Yeah,
will come
man.
without something print on him and say, I am the CIA. But the CIA was also
And listen,
invited
man.
in by the opposition.
Yeah.
Them never
And
just
when they
come
talk
on them
about
own.
communism, and Michael Manley, you know, Trevor Monroe was a communist, the person who pushed communism
Right,
in
there was
this
a-
country.
there was
You know.
a
People are going like them to remember that, because I don't hear nobody talk about that.
Exactly.
Trevor Monroe was the leader of the Workers' Party of Jamaica,
That was-
WPJ, and that was the Communist Party in
They
Jamaica.
were pushing the
Apart from,
communists,
you
right.
had a Communist Workers' Party who was run by, I don't remember the other man's name.
Yeah.
But from in the 40s, JLP always, when they want to win an election, talk about PNP is a communist country.
That's why they used to trick the
That
people.
was, yeah, and that was why, you see, PNP, the original color was red, you know.
Yes.
You know the song, the people's flag is deepest red.
Yes.
They're, and because of that communist threat, or propaganda about them, that's why I changed to orange.
Right. Michael Manley was never
But the what?
instigating any communists in this country.
He was belonging. Yeah, you remember the group of 77, the non-aligned states?
Yes. Yes.
Jamaica was part of that. You had a whole set of countries that say that we have a right to be friends with whoever we want to be friends with.
Yes.
And that is what they say they were non-aligned. So if them want trade with America, them trade with, because some of the European countries were part of non-aligned, you know.
Of course.
Plenty of them were non-aligned.
Yeah.
I don't hear nobody talk about them, and they still exist. So it's not that the non-aligned states don't exist. They still exist. However, what that man was talking is like, me hear you ask him, like him not really listen to himself. Because him must support a lot of the arms house where keep up, we make we as a people can with depend one spot a mark time.
But
that
you
is
know,
all that
realize
is
what the man
happening
has
in
said.
Jamaica.
The man is saying you must tailor the law to suit the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister statutory filing cannot be certified, so dash away that law. What rubbish.
Mhm. And it's not him alone have them little waste thoughts there, you know. And that is the hurtful thing. When him talking about, listen,
Hold on, Auntie Dan. Hold
Michael
on, Auntie Dan.
Manley.
Auntie Dan, hold on for me. Don't go. Hold on. Talk to me.
Morning, Colin. This is Narjay.
Yeah, blessings.
Yeah,
Welcome.
bro. How you doing?
Blessings.
My question is this. This is my grouse.
Yeah.
Whose idea it was to put the customers out of the bank to non-working ATMs? When you find one that do work, they'll line up in the line all along. And then when you get in there, it's limiting you how much money you can get.
Yes.
Way below the allotted amount for the day. Whose idea was that?
I don't remember who brought in. The banks brought in this doing. I don't think it was any government idea, but government basically run along with it. You know, because the bank brought in this to make more profit, you know. less persons working in the bank, like how Danville Walker want to get rid of some of the immigration officers now and use more machines. And that's what the banks did so that they can make a bigger profit. So they run us out of the bank, tell us go use the ATM, and then they can't support the ATMs.
I have people working, and when I go to the bank, it's telling me I can only get $15,000. What am I supposed to do with that?
I think you can have an arrangement with the bank where you can get more than that, though.
I'm supposed to get about 100.
Right.
But you put in 50, it tell you take a lesser amount. Go down, because I guess the little money that is in there now have to share for everybody in the line. I don't know.
Well,
but
it
it's
is
very frustrating.
It is a big problem. I hear Julian Robinson spoke about it. Sorry. I hear Julian Robinson spoke about it earlier this week, that the banks must ensure that the machines have enough cash for the people.
All right. That is my bit for the morning.
Thanks for calling.
Congratulations.
Thank
okay?
you. Thank you very much.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
man. Auntie Dawn, back with you. Back with you, Auntie Dawn.
Yes. I'm saying that Michael Manley was able to escape the assassinations attempt.
Yes. Twice.
However, you have two persons who never escape it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, what's the thing there? McGann.
McGann was
Roy
killed.
McGann
Was killed, yes.
Yeah. Sitting MP at the time.
Yes.
And he was assassinated by the security forces of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Right in yard in a garden town when born and grew.
Yes.
And MP for, and he was a state minister at the time in the Ministry of National Security and an ex-soldier of the JDF.
Yes.
And he was assassinated. Michael's mentee in the Caribbean, Morris Bishop, never escaped it.
Yes.
So when him a going like you can control CIA, you think all those if Seabottom could attack, the amount of flour and rice and perishable food were dumped.
But Auntie Dawn,
and the business they never go out of business.
Hold on, Auntie Dawn, I can tell you, I used to live in Shrewsbury, and it's run a Chris Corner, then come dash with the mackerel them, where them store up, hide from Jamaican people to make Jamaican people hungry. So they
were being paid. They were being paid. So it's not that them business was going down when them do that. They were being paid to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, we have come a long way politically. Done politically.
That's how the PSOJ was formed, Auntie Dawn.
Yeah. And so social media has really helped. But again, if you have a mindset, trust me, all when the facts are staring at your face, you're not see it. Because me know say him, how me hear him talk, him is not from the class where I prosper.
Him
is not from the class where I prosper. A one class I prosper in Jamaica right now.
No, but you still have the bossy slaves, you know.
Eh?
You still have the bossy slaves that is trying to hold the lower class
because
to allow the upper class.
One day.
Yes.
Because them hoping say one day them will get a bus.
Yes.
But them can't get entry into the class. You see, classism is more powerful than racism.
Big time. Big time.
Because even if him get rich now, he won't be invited to any of them baby christening or baby shower. He won't be. So I'm trying to know that.
They
will not invite him to you. Eh?
Or when them cook bird soup, he will not be invited.
No, man. Him won't be invited. Him can't go golf either.
Not at all.
So, me want him to know, say, when me I talk about policy, and a lot of us as PNP are progressive people, let's say progressive, because you have some people who tell us that they are not PNP, they are progressive.
I hear you.
If you are progressive, you have to think about who makes a higher percentage of the population benefit from some of the slices of the cake.
You see, that's why they talk about that's why they talk about prosperity, because prosperity is for the minority. While progress is
And
for
they
all.
show it.
Yes.
And they flaunt it.
You
And
know-
make we feel say one day we can. You think this saying about what? If you think it, you can achieve it. I lie, them I tell. Only part of factors go against you.
Yes. Yes.
Why do you think education system stay how it stay? It is deliberate. It is deliberate. So when they come in with all the little 6 weeks training a fool poor people picnic, because 6 weeks training can't carry you nowhere but back or a master back door. And it fool you to think, say, you are being trained. You can't get training in a 6 weeks. At that heart reach now, 6 weeks training.
You know,
So
can I tell you something? When I went to the army, they told us that the first 6 weeks is to clear out the civilian mindset. It's 6 weeks it take you to clear out the civilian mindset. And then they start to train you after that 6 weeks. After that 6 weeks as a soldier.
And some of them don't survive the 6 weeks.
No.
Other little factors come in place.
Yes.
Other little factors. Because some people get sick.
Some run away.
Where them are some run away, some mentally get mental.
Well,
them have to weed them out, tease them out.
In my intake, 2 persons got mental in that 6 weeks.
All right.
So me see it firsthand. I know go.
And I know carry them cross the cemetery. A Newcastle they go?
Newcastle, yes. Yeah, man.
So then I know two of those that then carry across the cemetery.
No, sir. Just the pressure.
Okay.
Just the pressure.
Just being there.
The pressure.
Just being there.
Because you go on, for that first 6 weeks, you go under extreme pressure, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
No, and so it hurt me when you take your last program for how much minutes with this backward element. It's sad, yes, and then we must hear them voice. Yes. But you couldn't go on through them program with no progressive thoughts and stay so long. So although you invite them, you must make them take it over more than 5-6 minutes from them come with the backwardness, because we don't hear it out the road, you know. So we have to come on your program to hear it also.
Yes, yes.
So, anyway.
Bless up.
All the best.
One love
for the rest of the year.
Season's greetings.
May the Most High grant unto you more strength, more wisdom, more overstanding.
Bless
Rastafari.
One love. One love. Them have to get a beating with that song there. Make we find it. Make we find it. Anti-dance, if you play it. Make we find it. Go around here, so. And make we find it. Yeah, bring up that. Peter Tosh, them have to get a beating. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Don't look back. That's not it. Them have to get a beating.
Due to unfavorable financial condition, I am unable to cope with this financial situation. It's called inflation. Wicked get stronger. I can't stand this no longer, cause my battle is getting harder. But then have to get a beating. We can have to get a beating. Yeah.
Must get a beating.
They must get a beating.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We can have to get a beating. Now till your back is against the wall. One step to progress, my brother, and I know Jah will help you walk. And then we get a beating, Lord. must get a beating.
Fireman Peter Tasha, real fireman this, you know.
Get a beating.
You hear them talk about fireman?
And them
This is the real fireman. Peter Tosh, the fireman.
stronger. I get hot. Me say them have to get a beating. Them must get a beating, Lord. Them have to get a beating. Them must get a
Let me tell you something. The 70s, I will say, Jamaica experienced its greatest leader in the 70s. Transformation of Jamaica in the 70s. So those labor rights who try to distort the 70s and talk about Michael Manley wanted to bring Jamaica to a communist lie from the pit of hell. But let me challenge all of you labor rights right now that Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his gang, they are running Jamaica into a dictatorship. See them want to cut your speech. Freedom of speech is under threat right now in Jamaica. Look at what the man is doing. Yeah? Just look at the things that these people are saying. If you don't see, the road to dictatorship is opening up. And we have to be careful. We have to be careful. When you have Jamaicans who are saying, abandon a law to suit the Prime Minister. But remember, a minister of government had said our rights will be abrogated and infringed upon. And you have people who are willing, and I tell you about the people where I try to come with the state of emergency. Talk to me.
Morning, sir. How about?
Me there, you know.
Why? We have two things that I want to touch on this morning.
Talk to me, brother.
One has to do with the fact that as a country, we have failed in terms of political education. Make the masses rise up, and those persons who are ignorant of the past, ignorant of much of what happened, because some of them were brainwashed and they refuse to accept facts even when people are trying to show them.
Yeah.
Because they have them head stuck. But we have a bigger issue coming up this Christmas, and it has to do with the access to cash.
Well, you heard Auntie Lane just call about it.
Yeah, man. And it is more serious than the even association, because I heard, I think the president sometime earlier this week on the radio. I don't think she understands what is happening to the public, you know. And you see, whenever we have a government that is in bed with the private sector, the populace or the people will suffer.
And hold on, Wilson. I want to remind people, you know, that this GLP administration voted against the people of Jamaica for the banks. You remember that vote?
Yeah, man, that is factual.
Right.
But the reality is, it can't be that you have the banks who are sent to the machine and there's no machine, there's no money in the machine, one. And when there are money in the machine, there's no internet, so the machines are down. What is going to happen to the little man who raises the ramen or kill it and sell it? What is going to happen to the farmer who digging 2 pieces of yam? He not have the swipe machines. So if I want to type on him, you know, he not have no way of getting the money, you know. And I don't think the masses actually understand that is where we are at now, where they are forcing us.
You hear the song? You hear the song with Kiprich do about brawling robbery?
But so the reality is enough. Is that I don't know if it is the messenger that is the problem, because even when the persons are being affected, if certain people highlight what they are being affected by, it's like the people them not even recognize a look. Regardless of how we feel about an individual or my party, if it is not serving my interest, I need to look elsewhere. Because as is now, listen, up in my era, the machine in Mancini not working. I just talked to somebody who just went to Golden Grove, that one not working.
Oh,
And
God.
it has been like that. And if you go to Mount here, you have the same problem. 1 or 2 machines working. You go to Port Antonio, you have the same problem. How we ever go in our Christmas, the busiest commercial season year, with most of the machines down. How we how people are exchange goods and services. How we ever pay with bills.
Problem.
I am of the opinion, you know. You know what I believe? And this is my opinion. I believe that they are forcing the populace to go into this digital world. So they want us to use more internet transactions.
Of course.
And as a result of that, it can reduce the amount, the availability of cash. It pushes this up.
They're forcing you in that direction, yes.
But doing that, you're going to shut out a whole lot of people because the average man will have in business to have a money machine.
That's why I bring you back to the song where Kiprich, do you ever listen to it, Brawling Robbery? Because in the song, you know, Kiprich say they're forcing us to go cashless. How the people them run a back road, where do them hustling, I go get tip.
It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. You
and then the Prime Minister come out and say, no, them not going cashless. After they said it.
But SHACKA, if you do a survey now, never before there has been so much problem as it relates to the network, the financial network and machines. But everywhere the machines are back each other.
What is happening, you know, Wilson, is that more people are using the machines than ever before.
Exactly.
Because they force everybody there now. So the machines are get a real test and can't stand up.
Look here, I went to a bank the other day, and there are about 2 or 3 machines. And the lines of the machine are extremely long.
Oh,
and the people in the bank work in the bank, walk up and down in the bank.
Doing nothing.
But it's ridiculous.
Doing nothing.
It's ridiculous. Because it's like, and we don't have no regret. This is the problem that we have as a people, you know. Is that we can't call on the Prime Minister or the Minister of Finance under which purview, because guess what? It's like at 30 years. So even when the people them ball out and say, look, this now work. And we can't go in at this, we can't go in at the holiday with so many machines being down when persons are being poured. Every machine that pass out there's a long line. Why this have to be so? Because the people that will operate this business sector want it to be like that, the banking system. And then decide to take people out of the bank and force them to the machine. Definitely. And the first thing they put up enough machine, and the few machines they put up, most of the time they are down. When they're not got down, they don't have no money in them. And then the excuse is being given now because you have the 1 or 2 ice that contribute to it.
But
look here, man.
But there was no ice when the bank was dealing with them business inside the bank.
No.
So the bank set up themselves for them ice here too.
Look here.
No, hold on, Wilson. Hold on. When was the last time we had a bank robbery in Jamaica?
Well, a long time. I can't remember one.
Right.
Me in the recent past.
So if the bank had not gone totally machine, we wouldn't be seeing these eyes.
But SHACKA, no wrong in going total machine, you know. But guess what? The machine must be accessible. Because one of the first biggest problem we have as a country, you know, is that we can't go digital when we don't have the network coverage, you know. That don't make a sense. If we're going to total digital, we have to have coverage so that the internet accessibility, because the machine can't work without internet, you know.
And let me tell you something, Wilson. You see, I always say to people when I was at SATCOM, I used to say to them that I don't think we totally master this digital signal yet. Because as soon as you have cloud cover, you have problem with all of the digital signal.
Right.
All of them.
And And based on where we are in the world, there's a full cover on a regular basis.
Yes. So
But you see, we have to move away from the optics of giving a good presentation and let things sound good. And the reality is that the experience is so poor. And this is what this good government, this good Minister of Finance can do. He can make a presentation that sounds good.
Yes, man.
And then he gets some nice media clip. But at the end of the day, you know,
I tell you, one of the things with trick Jamaican, Wilson, anybody who have an accent, when they talk, Jamaican listen. Once they have a little accent. So when you listen to the Minister of Finance, him try to maintain that accent to con Jamaican people.
You know the thing is joke about the Minister of Finance. He called Master Mark. If you listen to him and Mark talk, him sound more British than Mark.
There you go. That's what I talk about.
That's the thing is true. And the whole situation, when I listen to him,
yes.
if you should listen to him, you only associate him with Jamaica.
Him sound more British.
He sound more British.
Because them say Mark talk too much patois.
But the reality is, so, Shaka, we have to move to the point where the optics, we want real action.
Yeah,
and we want things to happen.
Yes.
And the idea of presenting something. Because up to now, me would want the minister to sit down and tell me how raising bus fare in the country impact a negative impact on inflation, but reducing a fare in Kingston that wasn't raised can counter that.
Wilson.
We don't want him explain to me.
We can explain that for you.
Obviously, we don't understand that kind of economy. So me don't want to have a forum or him come and present to me. Why reducing the fare in Kingston that wasn't raised can impact inflation
that is
in
what
a positive way?
That is what you call political economy. The Minister of Finance and the government is buying the KSAC and St. Catherine. That's what they're using that to do, to buy the election. I'll tell you that straight up.
So all right, let me ask a question now. When you look, there are, if you take out KSAC and St. Catherine, that are 3 parishes.
Yeah.
Roughly out of the 13, right?
And maybe Montego Bay, the JUTC not going nowhere else.
Yeah. You want to tell me, say, the rest of Jamaica, if the rest of Jamaica buy that and accept that, it means that something wrong with the rest of we as people.
No, but watch
and
this.
It means that something drastically wrong, and it means that we don't have much hope.
Watch this.
Because
watch this. The KSAC is vital to the government in a local government election. If they lose the KSAC, because I don't know how many people know that is one vote that really separate the PNP from the GLP in the last KSAC election. Now, if the government in a local government election lose KSAC, it would be like they lose the election already.
No, but they lose the election.
Yeah,
but
man.
if they win in the other parish council, then that still win the election.
Yeah, but the KSAC is that important to a ruling government. That's the capital city, man.
No, but I understand that. But the point I make is that you don't want them willing to sacrifice everywhere else just to make the KSC all right.
But I don't think the people them that smart to read between that line.
No, Shaka, I not accept that.
No, but hold on, Wilson. Why you think? Hold on. Why you think they get a little man? Look upon a little man like me, and they got me off the radio station where more people used to listen. Why you think they get me off of the radio station? Because we simplify things too. We make things look simple. We simplify the things them.
You must remember, You must remember. You see, media now is about whatever section of the advertisement dollar you can get. So, for example, if the government have $10 million to spend per advertisement, and You want a piece of the pie. And a man over there said, yes, boss, you know that little man there, you know you could have get 1%, but because you had a little man there, me not spend none with you. It's a financial decision and take, and you know, take on principle.
Yeah.
It's a financial decision. So listen, you know, we need to listen and understand what is happening, you know. Every time you hear somebody talks about the JLP, it's about turning this country in a one-party state. It's all about wiping out the PMP. Wiping out the PMP.
You heard the little
That
man
is the
earlier.
mission.
That was his parting shot, you know. That the
Yeah, man.
PNP will be
But
wiped
another
out in the
team
next
alone,
election.
you know, because remember, say, we can take quotes from persons within the government,
Yes.
senior individuals who have that same sentiment.
Yes.
So the ultimate aim is to turn us in a one-party state, and not only that, a one-party state where we have no form of opposition, no organized group who can oppose anything.
Yeah.
So listen, you know, the same communism that they are accusing the PNP of. If you look at what is happening, elements of communism is evident within how the country is being governed. So the same people them who are killed and did say the other side did carry communism come. They have a leader now who is closer to communism than any other leader Jamaica has ever had.
That is true.
And
that is
at the same time, they not looking and observing and say, but wait, every opportunity this man gets, this man wants to take away people's rights.
Yes.
When you have a minister of finance who refuse to talk to workers who work with government, claiming to him not talk to individuals. Listen, you know, this is a people's servant being paid by taxpayers' money. And him say, you know, talk to people like that.
Then on the same way, the man did up on the tour put on by taxpayers' money. And I tell me, say, me can't come on the tour because me a ching flee and fly. Is the same mentality?
Yes. No. So what I'm trying to bring out, you know, is the fact that you can take several little episodes from their comments and actions and prove to the masses that these people are closer to communism than anything else.
Remember one of the time the Prime Minister said, don't follow mainstream media, follow him on social media for your information, you know.
Yes.
You remember him said that?
Yes, I remember.
Oh.
But no, you know, the government has infiltrated media to the point where you have to wonder when Jamaica reached the point where media is about those dollars and cents.
Yeah, because
it is not a.
Tell me something, Wilson. What value a ministry get from doing a time signal? The time is brought to you by the Ministry of Finance. What value?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't give you enough value. But what it does, it shows you where who is defending the government's interest. So the government is ensuring that they stay afloat. So rather than this media house, you know, try to provide proper balanced news, do programs that will get people to be interested in actually listening to the radio station. They just be an agent of the government, and the government pay them by just giving them some ad. It's how we have to siphon in some money from the central treasury, you know, to this station, you know. That's what is happening. That's what is happening.
You saw they had advertising the $2,000 bill by the Bank of Jamaica.
Yeah.
What rubbish.
No, but look here. This is just another way of getting the money out.
Jesus.
It's a way of getting the money out, you know. It's a way of getting the money out.
You're a math teacher.
How can you have a radio station that can give you briefings that can tell you what a minister is going to say in a press conference later today? No, that's the kind of country we live in, you know, where you can actually get news from government before it is officially announced by the government.
Talk to me.
That is what is happening. So people know. So you will talk to a person to say, but how me not see that from that? Nothing can go so. Because guess what? That is the agent now that actually, and not GIS anymore, you know.
No.
GIS is not GIS anymore. It's breaking news. Headquarters is actually
Yes.
the mouthpiece of the government
Yes.
presently.
Yes. And they
But you see,
back everything that the government do.
yeah, because I remember seeing, you remember the incident with the new money?
Yes.
And I see those gentlemen, they burn the money, they crush the money, they do everything to the money, which in fact is illegal. Just to prove that the lady, you know, who said the money, something was wrong with the money, was telling a lie. And in the end, the lady had to be reimbursed because it was proven that what the lady said was true.
Yeah.
But that same company went out on a limb, then crush it, then light it, and do everything.
They did. Me never see that. Me never see that.
You ever see it?
No, me never see it.
Yeah, man, they didn't, man. They even burn it. They even light it. That media house. Why would a media house have an interest to do that? And in the end, the lady had to be reimbursed because they found that the money was in fact a defected money. Because in a dear man, you know, the lady was spreading a propaganda.
Yes, I remember the lady and all of that, and people was wondering if it was true or a lie.
Right.
Yes.
But so that media house went on a limb to prove that they scratch it, they do everything with it. I watched the video. Just to say, because guess what? It was all about making the government look good. We want truth.
Yes.
That is what we want.
Truth.
We want truth and we want a better Jamaica. Jamaica don't need GLP and PMP, you know. Jamaica need proper governance. That's what we need. We need to leave Jamaica better for our children. It cannot be that the generation of Jamaicans who are leaving now, they have no intention of coming back. You want me to say? The generation that are leaving now, they're not planning to come back. And something is wrong about that. Because if you are educating people with taxpayers' money, and at the end when they get educated and marketable to oversee, then get just left and not come back. Move for them children, move for them family. Sooner or later, there will be no remittance. Because by the time them settle them out, take up their mother and their father, they pick them up there, so there will be no need to send remittance out here anymore. So the idea of earning from remittance, that is just fairly wild.
I think Ralston and myself, we covered all of that last week. Yeah? That people are taking up them entire family, and when everybody gone, no remittance will be coming. So we can't decide to live off our remittance for those of us who plan to stay.
We need to have a system where individuals can see the opportunity or the potential to improve themselves and their family and live in a safe environment. That is what we want. That is the type of governance we want. We don't need the governance of optics. And all we think about is how to win the next election and how to make a soundbite. While majority, SHACKA, there's so much. It hurts so bad.
But
when you expect more from a people and you're getting less. And you wonder if you feel do the same too.
But you know what hurts bad, Wilson? When people are willing to accept less. And when people don't realize that they deserve much more than they are getting. And they accept the less and defend it. That is sad. But we'll talk again, brother. Next year.
Yeah, man, cool.
Yeah, man. Brian. You see, Blocks, we acknowledge that ATM is what is happening around the world. But what is happening in Jamaica, we don't have enough. And the little that we have, they're not working. That is the problem, you know. The problem is not that the banks run us out to the machine. The problem is that the machines are not working. You can't get the cash that you need. And that's when people are having a problem. So if you go down to the machine for draw $50,000, as you hear Elaine told us earlier, and get 15,000, how you going to supermarket? Because 15,000 can't go supermarket. Cannot. So therefore, the banks must ensure that the ATMs are working and we have adequate numbers of them. You heard Wilson tell you a while ago that the ATM in Mansion Hill not working. The one in Golden Spring not working. And a whole heap of time you go down to Port Antonio, they're not working. And those that are working, the lines them so long. And now we're in this new part that you are unable to get the amount of cash from the ATM that you need. It is the final program of 2023. We're coming back on the 20th. We're coming back on the 20th of January.
Due to unfavorable financial condition, I am unable to cope with this financial situation. It's called inflation. The wicked get stronger. I can't stand this no longer, cause the battle is getting harder. But then I think it's a baby. We can have to get a baby.
You see, there's a saying that says, while the elephant play, the grass get trampled.
We can have to get a baby.
While the minority get wealthy.
Now that you waited.
While the minority get wealthy. The poor man, I feel it. Peter Tosh this morning.
Got to find a solution to this pollution. Got to find a solution to this pollution. Yeah. Got to find a solution to this pollution. Got to find a solution to this pollution. The poor man. Oh, the poor man. Yeah. The poor man.
The poor man, I feel it. We have to find a solution. Yeah, man, to this situation. Peter Tosh, the real fireman, firebrand. Because people, you see, if you are a member of a political party, and when the party is not delivering for the people, you're afraid to say so, or you can't say so, then what is your membership in the party worth? What is it worth? Because I am sure that there are a lot of Labourites out there who are not in agreement with what these people are doing. Yeah? And therefore, the fact that they're not in agreement with what they are doing, the people are unable to say because they're afraid of them. The fear of being victimized, the fear of not finding favor with your party. No, man. No, man. You have some people out there who have some sense, who are members of the ruling party. You must tell them, Rasta. You must tell them. The prime minister cannot continue to be prime minister with his filing unable to be certified. But now we realize that you have labor rights are supporting upon it. And I said, that's where the law. That's where the law. Someone said, that's where the Integrity Commission. Because if we can't meet the standard, then it is not they who are at fault. It is the law that is at fault. What rubbish. The law is at fault. The man can't meet the standard of the law. So the law is at fault. No, sir. We never hear this yet. That's where the law. Law is at fault. Boy, the people, the holiday is upon us. The holiday is upon us, and we want everybody to enjoy the holiday. We want you to stay safe. Yeah, man, we want you to stay safe and enjoy what is there to offer. I don't really celebrate Christmas, but I celebrate the birth of Christ. A sister of mine said to me that Jesus Christ was born. Even if it was not in this time, he was born. And the fact that he was born, then if you choose to celebrate his birth, which I think we celebrate our birth, so we should celebrate his birth. So if you celebrate it at that time, then celebrate it. Celebrate it. I want to play a song for the PNP them who voted for the GLP in the last election. Or in case of East Portland, for any PNP who voted for GLP, I'm now sorry about it. I drop that tune now.
Sorry for my dog. Turn around like you. And if you jump out of frying pan, I know you jump in a fire again. So sorry for my dog. He might turn around like you. And if you jump out of frying pan, I know you jump in a fire. See, you come from country in a country tough. Then me say you are looking cool. Get away from there. Me no want to be around it. Sorry for my dog. Turn around right to me. Jump out that frying pan. I know you jump in a fire.
Where's up, brother?
Sorry for my dog.
Abraham Thomas. Listen, because they get a hug.
When I work with you, look how you're big and fat. Now you look like a real wet rat. Y'all go away from me. Me no want to see you round here. Carry me, my dada. They might go turn around like
Peter Tosh, old vampire. You see, my people, we have to love our country. Start defending our country. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a member of any one of the political party. But when that party is not serving the purpose of developing the country, you must know when to cut ties. You must know when to speak out. Yeah? You cannot sit down while the party is destroying the country.
only like to see you suffer from the vampire. Who don't like to see you prosper, only like to see you suffer from the set of vampire. on the world vampire. Only trod upon creation with your bloody meditation on the set of vampire. Gonna fight against awfulness, gonna fight against creation, gonna fight against everything good for the younger generation.
You see, sometimes I am certain that there's an effort to brainwash the Jamaican people. You remember that clip I played for you last week? Where a caller to a talk show said to the host that for the first time, Jamaica is exporting more than we are importing. And the host agreed. I believe that there's an effort to brainwash the people of Jamaica. And that's why we can't give up programs like these. We have to stay here and teach those who want to learn. Simplify the argument that they are putting forward. Because them use big words and try to confuse those people who are not so intellectually gifted. And therefore, we have a role to play. And I like to say that I am the almighty loudspeaker. And that's why this program is powered by the blood of Jesus Christ. Because it's about opening the eyes of our people, those who can't see readily the wool that is pulled over their faces and can't understand the trickery, the rubbish that some people are bringing forward. 15,000 can't go supermarket. So when you go to the ATM and your uncle getting 15,000, problem, can't go home.
Sean, for the fight, everything good for the younger generation.
7 minutes going up to 11 o'clock is our final program for 2023. Right here on Portland Spice TV. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell because we're going to be still posting. Thanks to those of you who have subscribed to the channel. We are over 1,400 subscribers. Thanks much.
I want to fight again.
So Frank, I say, unfortunately, corruption is now normalized and accepted by some in the leadership in this administration. Man. You're right about that, Frank.
Morality, you fight against integrity, fight against everything God for the younger generation. Oh, vampire, gonna try to find creation with your blood meditation. Gonna set up vampire. Oh, vampire.
You're too rude. What a rat race. Oh, what a rat race. Oh, what a This is the rat race. Rat race. Some are love, some are boss, some are Jack City. Oh, what a rat race. Yeah. Rat race.
some a caution, some a hooligan, some a guinea dagger. In this year rat race, yeah. Rat race, I'm singing that when the cat's away,
The mouse will play.
the mice will play. Political violence, city, yeah. Don't involve Rasta in your step. Rasta don't work for no CIA. Rat race, rat race, rat race.
There are enough documentaries out there, and there are enough admission by members of the United States government back then that the CIA came into Jamaica to overthrow Michael Manley, because Michael Manley would not bow to the United States. And Michael Manley refused the United States push that we shouldn't have a relationship with one of our closest neighbors. Cuba is one of our closest neighbors. And if we decide to have a relationship with Cuba as a sovereign nation, it shouldn't be influenced by anybody, or anyone outside shouldn't try and stop that. The GLP back then used that to invite the CIA to come into Jamaica to overthrow the government of Michael Manley. And those of you who don't know, smartphones are in abundance. Do some research. Just talk to your smartphone. Get the history on the 70s and the early 80s. And you will see what happened in Jamaica. No, listen to none of them. Check it for yourself and understand what needs to be done. Ivan, SHACKA, talking about the creative industry and the orange economy. I don't understand what you're saying. But what I can tell you about the creative industry and the orange economy, the people who are in power now don't understand it and don't know what to do about it. As I said on the stage in Buff Bay, that as soon as the PNP get in power, the drive will be to earn at least 1% per year of that $3 trillion US. That will make Jamaica a wealthy country. 1% of $3 trillion US is $30 billion US. And if we can earn $30 billion US a year coming into the Jamaican economy, the equivalent of that is over 4.6 trillion Jamaican dollars. Our budget is a little over 1 trillion. So therefore, Jamaica would be a wealthy country. And that's where we want to take our country, to create wealth for our people. Wagwan family.
My brother.
Where I say?
Me there and a man I go and hold the fort. But remember Bruce Golden, they make a speech and they go straighten ties with Cuba in a thing, you know, man.
Yeah, man, because Bruce Golden finally understood after they destroyed Michael Manley that
yes, man,
a relationship with Cuba would benefit Jamaica immensely. And let me also say that the relationship that Michael Manley had with Cuba has benefited this country immensely. Because when you look at our sporting grades that we are producing, it is a result of that relationship with Michael Manley and the development of the GC Foster College.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. For real, man. Brother, we will not walk on our knees but stand on our 2 foot, brother.
Yeah, man. We'll walk through this world on our feet. Not on our knees.
Yes, my brother. For real, man. Go and hold the fort, man. God, the brother will come to you earlier talk. As I say, my whole slave, love him.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
Bless up, sir.
One
Bless
love.
up.
Cuba have 100% literacy. Imagine if we had that in Jamaica. Cuba healthcare. I mean, Cuba is sending doctors and nurses all over the world. And America still have an embargo on Cuba. For what reason? For what reason? But I said to you, my people, do your research. Don't be bamboozled by people who have ulterior motive, keeping the people of Jamaica in the dark. This is the age of technology, where everything, information is at your fingertip. Get the information for yourself. Understand what happened. And understand the benefits that we have gained from Cuba, Venezuela, China. Michael Manley had a relationship with these countries when it was not sexy. But as we said to you, may the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord Almighty God give you his peace now and forevermore. Until we meet again on the 20th of January. This is how we take you
Love
out.
and hate can never be friends. Oh no. Oh no. Here I come with love and not hatred.
You see, Brian, I just say, Jamaicans adapt everything from America.
Envy no one.
Everything.
To be with no evil man. For there comes a day when you'll be free. Like the father said, leave up good children. For him, leave up past children. Yeah. My head is anointed and my cup runneth over. Yeah.